All right. Dude, are you ready?
I am ready. Saturday
It-
morning is some of my favorite
Oh,
episodes.
I love this because it is like an hour of just hard hitting stuff. All right, well, let's get to it. Guys, welcome to the Drag Drive Repeat News presented by Summit Racing for July 12th, 2025. Today's going to be a great episode. We have John Paul Franks, who's in the car backstage right now, driving the route for Heads Up Hustle. I'm so excited about this. Street Week Sweden, we've got some updates from that. All Star Dragon Drive started today, and we're kicking off the countdown to Drag Week, the biggest event maybe of the year. This is going to be an absolute great show. Mr. Eric White, please hit that intro. Let's do this, man.
All right, let's get it going.
Oh, man. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Sorry, I'm over here on Facebook sharing this right here real quick. So I'd appreciate if everybody would do that as well. Guys, my name is Mike Narks. I'm the host of this show or this news episode and the show, which happens on Wednesday nights. And my right hand man, Mr. Eric White over here. Tell him what you got going on, dude.
I am the co-host. Well, let me start over. I am Eric White, the co-host of the show and the news. Everything drag driver Pete related artwork that you see, I work on a lot of that stuff. The circuit, which we had a hugely successful event recently, artwork for all of that, artwork for other events as well. And then outside of all that, I've been really pushing motorsports paparazzi lately. YouTube and Instagram just had a video pop off on Instagram, which was cool to see. So just drag racing, drag and drive everywhere, all
Hmm.
over the place.
That is for sure. Well, let's get into this thing. Guys, y'all know I just said I was sharing the post. We hope you will do that as well. Just want to say thank you for being our race car friends today. That's we appreciate you guys and all the support you provide for us, and we appreciate the sponsors that are behind us as well. Summit Racing, Works, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Chains 3D, WAF Racing, Power Tube TV, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk Classifieds. Guys, if y'all are doing some shopping, shop with those guys. We would appreciate it very much so. And let's kick off this show with Summit Racing ad read here. Summit Racing Speed Legacy began in 1968 as a one man startup and is now the world's speed shop with 4 facilities and 200 plus catalog editions, which this guy right here has been featured on the cover of. They feel your passion, save you money, deliver fast, and offer top notch customer service for more than 1,500 brands. Make sure to download the Summit Racing mobile app for easy access to speed parts. Find them on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and on the On All Cylinders podcast. When they're everywhere on social media. From humble origins to the social media lane, Summit Racing stands by your need for speed. Find everything at summitracing.com. And sadly, I didn't put a photo in here, but they are set up at the Good Guys event in Ohio today. So if you're out there, swing by, say hi to the guys working the Summit truck. I was going to text Tommy this morning, but I'm sure those dudes are already covered up with folks they got going on over there. But if it's like anything else, they've probably got some drag driver Pete merch there on site. So if you need a big brim hat or you need a hoodie, if you need a hoodie in the early part of July in Columbus, Ohio. But if you do, hit them up, let them know, or when you're making that order on summitracing.com, throw this stuff in your cart, man. We'd love to see it when people are out there out and about.
Those big brim hats have been lifesavers at a lot of events lately.
Oh,
So
man, lots and lots and lots of those sold. Every time they've taken them to an event, they've sold out.
yeah, got
Super.
Rich Woodward in here saying good morning this morning. So
What
uh,
up?
definitely been following him. He's been kicking butt on putting his car
Oh,
together. I know he's
man.
been putting in a lot of work and a little bit of struggles, but it's coming along
Yeah.
beautifully.
Yep. I think his YouTube channel is Race Car Status. something like that. Rich, tell us in the comments there. It's, man, great channel. He does a ton of racing when that car is together as well. All right, and circuit updates, sir. This has been pretty exciting. Photos have begun to drop. I have been posting. Jesse Fox is our official photographer for this year. Race Status is Rich's channel status. Jesse Fox has sent over his photos, so I've begun posting those. We've had Joe been scheduling those out on the circuit and Drag Drive Repeat. So you'll see sometimes the same photos will be posted on both channels, but we're building albums on both, right? So we want to draw as many people as we can to the circuit. And so we've been dropping those. Eric has been trying to catch up. And dude, we've just been trying to work over here. And so anyways, you guys are getting Jesse Fox photos until Eric can get caught up. And then once he gets caught up, we'll have some Eric White photos as well. So don't panic. They're coming. Don't panic. They're coming. And then secondarily in this, if you guys weren't listening to the episode 113, we talked about this the other night, $15,555 raised for the youth services of Tulsa right there at the Circuit 2025. Absolutely insane, dude. I love this. It's the most money we've ever raised at a single event. And it's just heartwarming, to tell you, to be honest, man. It was crazy. Money was donated in every way you can possibly imagine, from entries to people buying shirts to like AT Industries donated $2,000 directly. And then races, a little bit of gambling on the starting line, tournament style stuff at the block party, every which way we can do, every which way we can get donations. That's how we got them. So it's pretty awesome to have this.
Even prize money given back as they won their awards was pretty cool to see.
Yep, it's really wild. And I'm still working on, I'm trying to get the checks, the big checks in my hand before I set the time to do the check presentation. But there is a Tulsa Midnight Drags next Saturday at Tulsa. So I'm trying to get the checks this week and then maybe do an early Saturday gathering at Tulsa. So Eric is on a family trip next weekend, so I may do it live from Tulsa, getting prepared, do the news live from Tulsa, getting prepared for the check presentation. So I know a lot of stuff up in the air right now on trying to get that done, but we are going to do a full-on check presentation, and that post should be out today. I wanted to make the artwork. I did that yesterday. Wanted to get the write-up ready and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, thank you to everybody that was a part of that. And just for until these shirts are not available anymore, they are available on dragdriverepeat.com. So you can actually go there. You can purchase a shirt or the hoodie. I've got the quantities updated. We're going to donate $5 from every sale to the youth services in Tulsa. So that $15,555 will go up. But for all intents and purposes, we're gonna write this big check for $15,555, and then the shirts we sell, that's a bonus on top of it. So pretty freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, those were great shirts. So if you don't have one, didn't get one at the event, or weren't even at the event, make sure you jump over there and pick one up.
Yep. All right, let's get into some Driven Racing Oil event updates, sir.
All right. Driven Racing Oil is the performance engine oil that can do it all. GP1 is the ultimate oil for any race or performance application, whether you're launching hard at the drag strip, enduring the extreme heat of off-road and circle track, or even pushing limits in top field drag boats and demo derbies. Winning racers choose GP1. Compatible with engines from classic hot rods to cutting-edge race machines, GP1's unique surface cling and high zinc formulation ensures superior wear protection, particularly for flat tappet camshafts, while solving issues like cylinder washout with methanol and ethanol fuels. It's crafted from the legendary Bradford, Pennsylvania base oil, then enhanced with state-of-the-art additive packages, which makes GP1 the best in protection and performance. So you guys know drivenracingoil.com is where you can go pick up your oil or any kind of merchandise, and then follow them on Driven Racing Oil on Facebook and Instagram. That'll tell you what events they're at if you want to go pick up some oil or merch on site at an event.
Yep, and they're going to be at Rocky Mountain, or they're sending supplies, to Rocky Mountain Race Weekend, and they're going to be sponsoring one of the classes out there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Excited to see
absolutely.
that. And then also that leads into Rocky Mountain Race weekend. Registration is open right now, like July 12th, which is today, 9 a.m. It opened up. I think that's probably 9 a.m. Mountain. So it opens in an hour.
Yep.
So pretty exciting.
Yep.
All right.
Jump over there and register for that for sure.
Yeah,
And
gonna
then
be gonna be his first weekend event. I'm kind of excited about that.
yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
then happening right now is Street Week Sweden. Ken White is on site. We had him on last weekend, kind of walking through the pits as that was kicking off. So
Mhm.
we look forward to a recap in the next week of how that went. Everything that I saw was super cool. Love the variety of cars over
Oh
there.
man.
A little bit of everything. You've got some US muscle type stuff. You've got definitely some Sweden cars, and just the variety is cool. And what I thought was cool was that they all basically pull campers because they're
Yeah,
camping the whole time. There's no hotels there, so for them to use. So pretty unique and pretty cool to see.
I thought it was awesome. And did you see the big tire BMW Z3?
Yeah,
Oh, bro, I dig that. That was pretty cool. I'm not usually a big tire guy, but wow, that was
yeah.
that was pretty awesome. There's a
There's
lot of
definitely
really
some
interesting stuff.
some gnarly cars over there. Everything from like what we would consider like autocross type vehicles
Hmm.
all the way to like full blown like pro mods. So it's
Yeah.
definitely a little bit of everything over there.
Yep. I was watching somebody's video from day one, a couple days ago, I guess. And I mean, there's guys running like mid fours, like 440s. I was like, oh my God, let's go, dude. So
Yeah.
it's pretty wild. So that should be a good one. That's going to be our full recap on Wednesday night on episode 114. And then up next, All Star Dragon Drive is taking off today. This is a first year 2025 event in Australia. But dude, the level of cars here is crazy as well. So we finish in Sweden, go to Australia right now. Man, there's some nice stuff down there.
Yeah. And those photos look great too.
Yeah, and to have that level of photo up after day one, I mean, come on, dude, that's crazy. Somebody's
Yeah.
working hard.
We know that life for sure.
Yeah.
All right. And then we've got Streetcar Challenge 2025 starting here in about 5 days. So July 17th through 20th, starting out at Baileyton Drag Strip. And then followed up with Road Trip Drag Challenge number 2. So this is their second event. That kicks off July 18th through 20th. So again, all kinds of international or overseas events in the month
Mhm.
of July for sure.
Yeah, I think everybody like in the southern hemisphere is doing their stuff now.
Yeah.
So that's two almost back to back in Australia. So pretty awesome. Miles of Mayhem. So we go from Australia all the way up to Canada. This is another big event. Jesse Fox is trying to make a decision on whether he's going to go to this event or he's going to end up going to Streetcar Challenge or Streetcar Challenge and Heads Up Hustle. So if you guys want to see him at Miles of Mayhem, you need to let Jesse Fox at 3G Video know right now. He's need to make a decision in the next day or so. So this is fifth year for them. This is going to be a big event. They are sold out in just a few minutes, and the car list looks pretty stacked this year for this event.
Yeah. And then up next is the event that you are going to be at, Mr. Announcer, Mr. Michael Narks, the announcer, Heads Up Hustle,
Excited.
July 25th through 27th. And that is at Ubley. Is that correct?
Yep.
Dragway? Okay. That's what I thought I remember from last week. We've got
I'm changing it right now. Finish us out with this, and I'll change it right now.
yep. So Heads Up Hustle again, 25th through 27th. Again, up in Michigan, starting out at Ubley Dragway. And man, again, you get to go listen to Michael Narks over there on the microphone, which is going to be pretty cool. They've got amazing shirts, which you can see if you're watching this live on the screen there. Pretty cool. This is going to be a
Mhm.
great event.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And then after that, we have King of the Open Road. So this is our first event kicking off in August. So August 1st through 3rd. Again, Tulsa Raceway Park has been just hammering with events this year. So King of the Open Road again, the 1st through 3rd of August, starting out at Tulsa Raceway Park. And then wrapping up this segment for us here, Sick Michigan Miles coming August 10th through 17th. And this one is kicking off in Milan Dragway. So, man, just tons and tons of events coming up. It's great to see all kinds of variety events from week longs to weekend events. So definitely a lot happening right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. And the Michigan Miles, I'm excited to see how that one goes. That's again 1,000 miles in the state of Michigan, 250, 300 cars going to be cruising around, and it ends at the Woodward Dream Cruise. So that should be pretty interesting to roll in that many drag and drive cars to that huge event. So should again, just pushing the envelope of promotion for drag and drive.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool, and I think that's right about the time that we'll be heading to Havlicks, correct?
Yes,
Isn't that
we
like
will
the
be.
15th?
Yep, we'll be at Havlicks that finishing weekend. So while Sick Michigan Miles finishes, we'll be at the Havlicks event.
Yeah. So many events. So hard to be everywhere at one time.
Man, I'm telling you what, that gives us 47 events for the year.
That's wild. So don't ever say that there ain't an event for you guys to go to, because there is plenty of events.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff for folks to do. That is for sure. Well, we appreciate the guys over at Driven, guys and girls over at Driven, for their support here. And let's get rolling because John Paul Franks is driving in the back there. Guys, if you don't know, DeechWorks is the official fuel delivery of Drag Drive Repeat. If you need any kind of fuel upgrades from 400 to 2200 horsepower, they can support it. They've got drop-in modules. They've got fuel filters. They've got lines. They've got fittings. They've got everything you can possibly need for any kind of the fueling needs that your car actually requires. But I say 2200. They had a GTR mod 3-pump drop-in module that they said could support 3000. So
Yeah.
For you big boys, that's they could also have something for you as well. DeechWorks.com for any of your fuel system needs there. And Car Change 3D. So I'm excited. The reason I put John Paul Frank's conversation in here is because your boy, Corey Nicholson, is from Michigan. So he's up there running a Car Change 3D, which started as obviously like a hobby. Now it's kind of like this big business. He's got an office, he's got a storefront, he's got more machines, bought a brand new machine he's going to be able to do some super, super cool stuff with. So if you guys are looking for fun things for your car, looking for mounts, looking for drop-in dashes, all that kind of stuff, Car Change 3D is your place to be. CarChange3D.com or Car Change 3D on Facebook or Instagram. And he's set up this weekend at Fox Fest, whatever that is. I get probably some kind of Fox body deal. I don't know. I would assume. He's all set up at Motor City Fox Fest. So come check out some of the Tinker Electronics and Next Gen EFI digital dash screens in action, and of course some sweet mounting systems. And you can enter to win a Next Gen EFI 7-inch dash.
Right. Yeah, that's a good deal right there.
Yeah, pretty cool. And dude, his level of creativity is off the charts.
Yeah.
So this is pretty exciting. So if you're going to be up there, definitely go by and see our buddy.
Yep. Always releasing new products, and it's
always
the website is full.
Yeah. So my plan on the way back from Heads Up Hustle is to actually stay with Corey that Sunday night and then go to his office that Monday morning, do a quick video, talk to him there, and get some stuff for you guys that are at home that haven't seen all of his stuff on Car Change 3D, and then head to the house. But enough of that. Let's talk to the man himself, Mr. John Paul Franks, who is right now driving the route for Heads Up Hustle. Sir, what are you doing, man? Are you having fun yet?
Yeah, I'm in Northville, Michigan, and just circling back around. I keep trying to find the best way to go for everybody. So it's multitasking here. being on the show, driving, and then making sure I'm going the right route. And my phone is at risk of overheating because it's got Google Maps running, it's got a recording app running, and I'm live streaming with you guys. So
Nice. That's awesome. Well, we're excited to have you on, man. This is going to be really fun. Obviously, Heads Up Hustle, I'm coming up, I'll be there in 2 weeks, man. Less than 2 weeks because I'm leaving here Wednesday, so I'll be there Thursday.
yeah, event started 2 weeks ago as of yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's you're in the crunch time. I was talking to John Paul yesterday on the phone. He was picking up some last minute flyers to go hand out since he's on the route. Gonna be fun, dude. More cars than you've ever had or signed up already. And it's kind of like that thing. You're in the last 2 weeks of a regional event. People start signing up all the time now. So it's kind of what we're hoping for. I want to call new names, which it sounds like I'm going to be calling a bunch of new names based on our conversation yesterday.
Yeah, we've got 60 cars now signed up, and we are expecting more between now and Heads Up Hustle. We don't sell out. Well, I mean, we're not going to sell more than 120 spots, but there's not 60 more cars in 2 weeks that are going to sign up. I don't think that'd be awesome, but we're growing and we're excited. We've worked with Ubley to get the event moved from Milan up there after the unfortunate things happened at Milan, but I think it's actually going to be a better race and a better event for people. Some people were concerned about track prep, but I've got Ryan Hartstruck with Sticky Icky Track Prep Services coming in to do prep up there at Ubley, so we shouldn't have any worries there. So,
man, that's exciting and a ton of fun stuff too. We're doing a big racer party, car show, dinner, all like what's going on Saturday night?
So Saturday night, Chris Ritter, owner of Mountain Machine down in Belleville, Michigan, he's a sponsor for our Daily Driver and our 1150 Index classes. And his machine shop, they do custom fab work, they do custom machining, they do race car fab work. They do a lot of cool stuff there. And he's opening up his shop Saturday night for not only like his lifts and garages area for if your car needs work, but we're going to have a racer party. There's going to be free food for all the racers and co-pilots. It's there by a little grass strip airport. So there's also going to be like helicopter rides, food trucks. And then the cool part for me is he's got partnered with Steve Cinnamon, who puts on large car shows in this area. And there's going to be a 400 car show the same day. So we're hoping for 400 cars. He estimates there'll be 400 cars at some point through there that day. It's a free car show. So if you're in the Belleville, Michigan area, Saturday, July 26th, and you aren't doing Heads Up Hustle, which I hope you would, come out to the car show and hang out. It's a free car show. There's top 10 awards. And there's also awards for the best Heads Up Hustle cars.
Nice, dude. And that'll be cool because like those guys will be on the road. I mean, we'll have real street miles on about 200 street miles probably.
Yep. Yeah.
That's exciting. Well, give us the rundown of the format for folks that have been living under a rock and haven't seen all the stuff about this.
Yeah. So the way Heads Up Hustle works is it's a 3-day weekend event. We start Friday at Ubley, and Friday is going to be just like your normal drag and drive race. You're going to show up in the morning, get teched in, track goes hot, and you're going to make as many passes as you want until the lanes close. And when you're happy with your time, you turn your time slip in and move on to the next track. Saturday will be at Mid-Michigan Motorplex in Stanton, Michigan, and it'll be the same deal there. We run till noon there and turn your best time slip in. Then we head back Saturday night Saturday night we actually go down to Belleville for the racer party, and then Sunday morning we drive up to Ubley, which is the route I'm driving right now. And when we get back to Ubley, every racer is going to get a test hit, and then the average of the best time from Friday and Saturday will actually be their it's basically heads up qualifying. So you're going to be seated into an elimination ladder. If you're the fastest car in your class by your 2-day average, you'll be the number one qualifier. So you'll either race the slowest car if there's an even number of cars, or if there's an odd number of cars, you'll get a first round bye. And we race until there's one winner left in each class. Heads up, don't red light, don't spin. you gotta go laps and actually do side by side racing to determine winners. So we do have index classes as well for those who don't want to go, quite as fast and want to have a little more laid back time.
That's awesome. I'm excited about this. The format for this, I think, works really well for the guys that want, that traditional drag and drive, but then also want that heads up style. So you've really done a good job of putting that in a great mix of that.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm mapping, making sure I'm going the right way.
That's
Well-
awesome.
Well, while you're driving the routes, what kind of route stops do you have planned for the event?
Well, so on Saturday, we're going to be at Melling Machine, which is our title sponsor for Heads Up Hustle in Jackson. So we're going to be at Melling on Saturday. We're going to be at Mountain Machine on Saturday night. And Sunday morning, I'm hoping to find a good ice cream stop here somewhere between Belleville and Ubley. I'm sure I'll find something. So that'll be our Sunday stop. And then later today, I'm mapping the areas between Ubley and Stanton. And I've got a handful of potential route stops, but I'm checking them out today to make sure they're what we want before we make them official route stops. I want to make sure there's plenty of parking and those businesses are okay with it. So
Very cool.
I'm looking at the Google Maps here, and I'm just trying to figure out. So, like, if you look at Michigan, it's like a mitt, right? Ubley is up in the thumb part here for folks that are at home that don't know all this. So, from kind of that Bell view area to there, it looks like we could go. Are we going to go around the edge of Detroit? I guess probably.
Yep. So that's where I'm at right now. We're going to stay in the outskirts. I don't think we're going to try to go. We were looking at trying to go up Woodward, up through basically up all the way to Pontiac and then continue on I think it's 24 up to Oxford and then up by Lapeer towards the thumb. But I think the route I'm taking this morning is a better route. It's a little more direct, smoother roads, and we're not gonna have to worry about any safety issues with being downtown Detroit. So I don't think there will be any issues, but this is just gonna be a little shorter. I think a better drive.
That's awesome. Man, I'm pumped, dude. I'm telling you, I can't wait. This is going to be fun. I've never been to Ubley. I've been to Mid-Michigan Motorplex last year. Probably in my top 5 tracks, to be honest with you. The track was gorgeous. The grounds was amazing. And the staff there were awesome. So now I get to add Ubley to that list of tracks. I don't know. It puts me 40 something different tracks I think I've been to over the years. So it's pretty cool to be a part of all that. And again, I appreciate you for the opportunity for putting a microphone in my hand to call races, dude. That's different than talking about racers. Calling races is definitely way different. So appreciate
Well,
that.
you did a great job last year, and I'm sure that you'll do even better. Not there's so much to improve on. I was actually talking to people in the pits last year, and they were like, "This is first time announcing. No one would even know." So
That's
you
awesome.
did all your research. You knew the racers' names. You knew the stories behind their cars. You put in the work and made it an amazing event for announcing for everybody.
I appreciate that for sure. The one thing that I'll just tell this one quick anecdote was there was also a motorcycle event going on. I think the morning we were racing, or we were at Milan. When was the motorcycle race? Was that Friday?
That was Friday at Milan. Yep.
Yeah. So the stands weren't very busy because people that are racing are there to watch. They're there to get their car ready and all that kind of stuff. But man, there were like 10 people come out of the pits onto the stands to watch the racing that was on and dude, it made me feel so good because I had been calling for probably 2.5 hours with nobody in the stands. And man, it was rough, but there was so much to look at in the pits. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That was the tough part. So I know we're not going to have that this year. I'm sure the stands are going to be packed this year because there's going to be a ton of fun stuff. And of course, Ubley, again, I'm excited to go to a new track. It looks like it's an awesome place, and Mid-Michigan Motorplex is gorgeous. So, all right, we'll let you get back to it, man. Thank you very much. You just sent over some stuff to me, a list of names of folks that are signed up. So you guys are going to begin seeing some artwork, and you're going to be getting messages from me for everybody that signed up for Heads Up Hustle, just asking some questions. I want to be as prepared as I can. going into this and, get all my notes kind of gathered beforehand. So I'm not trying to run around the pits, get to everything. Now I can just get all the cool stuff in the pits. So.
Well, thanks for having me on, and you guys have a great rest of the show, and I'll be listening.
All right, man. Good luck. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. Take care.
How cool, dude.
Yeah.
He's literally driving the route right now.
Right.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So if you guys aren't doing it, please go follow Heads Up Hustle while he's driving that right now. That'd be a big win for him if he ended up with several more followers and even some people signing up. So Ubley Dragway to Mid-Michigan Motorplex and back the last weekend of the month for July. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Very, very
cool.
awesome. Yep. All right, let's do it, man. Again, thank you to Corey. Thank you for Corey called me the other day and was like, dude, you're coming up here. He's like, you got to come by and see me and hang out. He's like, why don't you just stay at my house Sunday night? He's like, we got a whole other bedroom. You can stay in there. So I was like, save me that money, please. I appreciate that. And it will put me home a little bit later. But dude, I think if you're that close, you gotta go do that stuff, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So big shout out to Corey Nicholson at Car Change 3D. All right. Let's thank these Molly guys and then move it to the last bit of the show here.
All right. Attention high performance enthusiasts and racers, meet the Molly Motorsports Power Pack Kit, your ultimate solution for Power Pack performance. The Power Pack pistons are made from either 4032 aluminum alloy to allow for tighter cylinder to wall clearances and improved temperature stability, or 2618 alloy to allow for increased detonation resistance. What sets Molly apart? It's their forged pistons, Grafal coating, and the phosphate treatment for peak performance and durability. Elevate your ride with Molly Motorsports, where performance meets precision. Visit mollymotorsports.com for more details. And for our podcast listeners, again, Molly is spelled M-A-H-L-E.
Perfect. And then I'll let you run through the gentleman's agreement and the race car friend stuff too.
All right. Gentleman's agreement, you guys know we talk about this every week. We love what we do. It costs money. We spend a lot of time. Mike was up early this morning working on stuff and late last night. But again, we love what we do. The gentleman's agreement is we're going to continue doing our part to put out the best show that we can for you guys. We just need you to like, share. If you're in here watching, make comments. That's what we need. We can't verify that you guys are doing that, but that's why it is the gentleman's agreement. And then again, we're at 9:30 on a Saturday morning, and all of you race car friends are watching. We appreciate you guys commenting on photos, videos, always checking in. That's what keeps us going week in and week out. So thank you to all of our race car friends. And finally, our sponsors. We can't do it without them. Obviously, we did a lot of traveling this last month. We've got more traveling coming up this month. Again, can't do it without our sponsors. So thank you to Summit Racing Equipment, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Car Chains 3D, WAF Racing, Performabuilt Transmission, J-Wire Solutions, Howard's Cams, Sweet Patina, PowerTube TV, and Racing Junk.
Yep, and I straight up forgot this is an old photo. I don't have DeechWorks on here. That's what happens when you're reading through the photos, like when you're trying to throw this together at 7:38, making sure we got all the background stuff. Oops,
yeah, well, big shout out to DeechWorks. Yep, don't forget about them.
Yep.
All right, and then we move into our Howard's Cam segment here. So we'll play this short video and then we'll keep rolling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Harris from the Monoxide Podcast. Real quick, Howard's Cams was founded as a racing cam manufacturer almost 80 years ago when Howard Johansson created Howard's Power and Racing Equipment in 1945. Howard's Cams has always used on-track experience to design the most powerful designs, and today they have an even greater group of experienced racers in circle track, drag racing, road race, mud bog, and marine. They use all this input plus the most advanced computer software to design the most competitive race-winning products. From pioneers in drag racing and oval track to cutting-edge marine development, Howard's Cams is at the forefront of the industry. So make sure to reach out to our friend, Luke B, for your next valve train upgrade.
Big shout out to Luke B, who's been doing some great stuff with the Ranger lately. But then shout out to Harris at Monoxide, who did the voiceover there for us. Man, that guy has grown exponentially, and it's because he has an incredible podcast. Dude, he just interviewed Ron Mowen of Vengeance Racing. And I don't know, for the folks that have been around here a long time, I interviewed Ron dude, it's probably been 4 years ago now, and I can't wait to hear the stories that have come since then. At the time I interviewed him, man, they were rocking and rolling at Vengeance. They always have been, but then now they've just gone into a whole other level. So it's gonna be awesome.
My dad here saying that our Belvedere Cruise Night is happening tonight, which is a big event here locally. So have to see what's going on tonight. Might have to head over there and check that out for sure. There's always tons of cars at this event.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. That'd be a heck of a great way to spend a Saturday night. We have cars and coffee in the morning here in Northwest Arkansas, and I think I'm gonna take the cart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna creep the cart over. I haven't been to that event in probably 2 years. And I'm not even talking about just driving through the parking lot. I haven't been there. So it's gonna be crazy. So
go put the cart there and throw some drag driver Pete flyers out.
Yeah, for sure. Believe it. Yeah, they'll be out there for sure. Well, guys, the Howard's Cams community segment is kind of like our I'm not going to say it's a catch-all because it gives us an opportunity to update stuff from the community, like race cars, kind of some event stuff, all that. So I want to jump in real quick. Cal Hayward, who's a car we've been following for a good while now for the rebuild of this, now big block Ford powered setup. Cal's been a long time drag week guy and was planning when we talked to him earlier this year to come back for drag week this year, but then had an engine fire. So we are, slowly watching him kind of rebuild the car, rebuild here. So he's fixed some wiring and things like that. He is updating some of the piping you can see here into the car, but he's also, the reason this photo is up is because he has added 4 more injectors to the intake. So that's going to be awesome. So he's, this car, 3,500 horsepower is what the goal was. And so, obviously we haven't seen a time slip or we've seen time slips. This car went in the 7s, I think, the first time out at South Georgia Motorsports Park back in March. So this car is going to be absolutely wild. I'm going to message him later today and find out if he still thinks he can make drag week, because that was his ultimate goal, was to get this car back for drag week 2025. So good luck to him. But we'll know more on next Saturday's show. So he was doing some welding. He's kind of fixing some things here and there. And, when you rebuild it for the second time, the first time you're doing stuff to get it ready to go. Now you can go back and do stuff how you wanted it to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And then these look so nice, man.
What we got here? Some window holders for Goldstone's new car. So, plus he made these nice cushion passenger seat covers. So for whoever's going to be riding in his passenger seat, get at least a little bit of more comfort out of a racing seat, at least as best as you can. And then the protective cover to hide the side windows into while he's traveling. So that's a pretty cool idea, and something that you don't see on most drag and drive cars, especially at this level.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of times they're either pulling the doors off, or it's just that they're getting all the air through that little bitty hole, which would suck. Especially next up, Grimhilda, the Graham Smith's car. Guys, they've got a whole new layout of apparel. They're rebuilding the car. If you guys have been watching for a little bit, if you follow the community, Graham sadly had a wreck in the car. They're going to rebuild it, but to do that, they need funds. And so to do that, they're offering apparel, which looks freaking awesome, by the way. So I'm going to order some. It does come from the UK, so that's even cooler that you're going to have stuff that not everybody's going to have. So if you're going to do it, jump over there, Bad Apple Racing, to help support the cause. Our boy Tom Bagley is typically the co-pilot in that car, so he's ready.
Yeah.
Ready for it to be back.
And this next part is some of my favorite stuff that I've been watching online lately. You've got Bob Grubber, the stick shift Mustang, and Mike Mc McMahon.
I think that's how Derek Putnam announced it.
Okay, Mike McMahon. These two have been enjoying their orange helmets, and they've been posting tons of videos. I've been cracking up every time I see it.
Yep.
Super awesome. So you can see, for those watching, the picture on the left, riding bicycles with their orange helmets. The photo on the right there, they were doing some foot racing. I mean, there's been multiple videos of them doing stuff with their orange helmets, and it's been super cool. I wish more people did stuff like this because it's wildly entertaining for sure.
Well, and I saw Bob's post yesterday or maybe day before, and he's out playing golf, got the orange helmet on in the golf cart, on the tee box, like all that stuff. Man, yeah, the orange helmet for sick, great move by them. That's really super cool.
Yeah, for sure. I would be the same way if I had one. I'd be doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yep, that's for sure. So congratulations to those guys again, man. Bob, 2-time winner of that class. He didn't play this year. Come out and swinging.
Yeah, for sure.
And then this truck, if you guys will remember, this truck had a blower on it. If you can see there in the right side. Now the Project Sam Squatch is going to be twin turbo, and this thing looks freaking gnarly. I
Yeah.
love the placement of the turbos. I love how it's piped and how it's set up. I had messaged Vinny Barbone, who's the owner and builder of this car, this morning to see if they're gonna try and have it done in time for Drag Week. He also has a super nice, really fast Monza that he just finished last year. Was it Drag Week last year that he debuted that car?
I think so.
Yeah, so I've asked if he's going to bring this car or if he's going to bring the Monza, but I haven't heard back yet. I was just trying to see if he had messaged me back on Facebook yet. But man, this thing is going to be awesome.
The placement of those are great. Like right behind the pillar there, nice little angle. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a ton of fun.
There's some tiny little turbos, so they should light up really quick.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we say they're tiny, dude. They may be pretty good size. That thing is just so small. It like throws all the proportions out. He had a picture. I almost grabbed it, and it was outside. It was like you had stepped away like 30 feet from it, and it's so small.
It's like a little Hot Wheels car looking.
That's exactly right. So good luck to him, man. I can't wait to see this. He is a heck of a fabricator. Obviously, you can see the piping and stuff here, but this is going to be a really cool car once it's back out. Having the blower on it was really neat, but this is, I think, going to be next level stuff. And it puts the weight over the rear tires.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us what's going on with Nico and Matt, dude.
Man, Matt Frost, Nico Cristofari, they went up to Wyoming to race the street, which we don't see too often. So,
now Matt's put small tires on the hot rod. 32, I guess, whatever it is. And then Nico is in the street tire class, which I'm interested to see what this does. I was reading the rules this morning. I didn't see like a tire minimum, like a tread wear minimum, but it definitely has. You have to have tread on it. It's like no crinkle wall tires. I mean, all this kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see Nico get down in that car again. Mid 10-second car that started as what was a $1,200 budget. So it should be pretty awesome. Matt's car is definitely not a $1,200 budget. He probably has $1,200 in sandpaper on that car. It's so nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's going to be on a small tire up there, just beating up on people, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see.
Yeah, so good luck to them. Windy City No Prep in Wyoming. So they drove up from Colorado into there to do some racing.
Yep, very cool.
All righty. I'll read the Power Tube, and then we'll move into the Racing Junk Classifieds deal. Rev up your engines with Power Tube TV, the ultimate destination for automotive entertainment. Stream for free on the web, Roku, mobile apps, and more. Catch replays of our show and exclusive content from other creators around the world. They've got tons of classics. They've got Pinks. They've got Pastime, which are coming back. They did some recording of those episodes at the Power Fest in middle of June. PowerTube TV isn't just a platform, it's a community. So you can join the content creator development program like what we're in and be part of something special. Find more at watchpttv.com.
Yes, sir.
All right, dude. I love this. Walk us into this Racing Junk Classifieds deal.
Yep. So we always round out our Saturday morning show with our Racing Junk Classifieds. So Racing Junk Classifieds is the official buy-sell partner of Drag Drive Repeat, and they actually built specifically for us a drag and drive category, which I didn't get a chance to see this morning. So let me look right now what our total number is up to. Usually it's somewhere in the high 30s. 1 second here. Drag and Drive, 46 cars right now on the Drag and Drive category of Racing Junk.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so very, very cool. So what we do in this segment is we go through and pick out either 1 or 2 cars to show of what is for sale currently on there. So let me share my screen here and I will show you what I found this week. And this first one is perfect for somebody that may be going to Heads Up Hustle. So here we are, 1981 Mercury Capri, 22,000. This is located in Milan, Michigan.
Oh, man.
So somebody that may be looking for a vehicle, go grab this. Heads Up Hustle just said that they've got room. So go buy this car, go take it to Heads Up Hustle and have a little bit of fun with it. So
Man, that thing looks nice.
It looks nice, but my other question is where is it at?
I don't know, but I want to know.
Like, do you see all those cars in the background?
Yeah. Oh.
So obviously Turbo LS deal here. But yeah,
Wow.
5.3 LS, ARP studs, heads and mains, SS2 cam, pack valve springs, Holley injectors, Terminator EFI, a fresh TH400 with a trans brake, freak show converter, and you can see that it.
This is a street car, man. Wow.
Yep, VS Racing billet, ball bearing single turbo, onboard air for boost controller, air-to-air intercooler, 8.8 rear end with 327 gears, 5-lug axles. You can drive the car anywhere. It sits at 180 degrees and a 95-degree day.
Let's get John Paul back on here and see if he'll pay me a little more.
Here's your cool car to drive up there.
Yeah, like, hey, man, you know what? Listen, yeah, that's awesome, man. What a great car.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna share
super
that
cool
over
here.
to the Drag Driver Pete page right now.
Yep. So this one was definitely cool, especially with having John Paul on and Heads Up Hustle. I saw this one this morning and was like, yep, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And since we got a little more time, I got a second one here. And if my dad's still watching this morning, he is going to absolutely fall in love with this one. And so am I. 1971 Nova, Turbo LS, small tire. And honestly, I think 20 grand's a fair price.
I think that's a deal. I mean, it's all one color.
It's all one color. It sits just right.
Mm-hmm.
It's blue, which Dad's old 70 was a blue just like this. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna have one of these one day.
Yeah. Yeah, does it already have a cage in it too?
It's got a cage in it too. Looks
Wow.
like it's got a Terminator on board down there. Full interior.
Man.
Yeah, it's got the rear firewall, the roll cage. Like this is a very nice setup.
That's awesome. I'm a fan.
Yeah. So a couple more photos here for those that are watching. Tons of photos on this one. And it's clean. It's very clean. Little paint bubble there, but nothing you can't work with.
Yeah, especially for that kind of money.
Right.
Yeah, either my um, what is a good value has gone, the dollar amount has gone up, or there's some really good deals right now.
Yeah. So this is in Greenwood, Missouri. It's a 71 Nova with a 370 LS stock 6.0 block and crank. Do you see these here? That says Summit Pro LS pistons and the
Mhm.
Summit Pro LS rods. Shout out to our boys over at Summit. Wiseco wrist pins, Terminator X, Pro Trans, Transbrake Power Glide, bolt together converter, 10 bolt diff, Mark Williams full spool and 35 spline axles with C clip eliminators and 342 gears, VS Racing 80 millimeter billet turbo. And just scroll through the list here. CO2 boost controller with the Holley dual solenoid, front and rear disc brakes, derail cooling fans, just ladder bar, coilover setup, steel hood, steel trunk, tube core support, so radiator fans and charge air cooler come out as an assembly. They're saying the body is a 5 or 6 out of 10. From these pictures, it looks a little better than that, but
I mean, for the girls I hang out with.
current engine tune is on E85. And it says here, I built the car and tested it a few times, took it to Night Performance in Raymore, Missouri. They tuned it, but only to 7 PSI. Night never got to ramping boost with the CO2, and it still made 597 horsepower with 514 foot-pounds of torque.
Come on.
So, man, very, very cool. I definitely love this for 20 grand. A lot.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good deal for 20.
Yeah. So speaking of, you're asking John Paul for money. Can I get a little more money too while we're here?
Right? Hey, yeah. So if you take off 2 zeros, that's about how much I have. That's awesome, man. That's a heck of a deal. Again, big shout out to Bobby and the team over at Racing Junk Classifieds for coming on board and being a part of this.
Dad definitely
Yeah.
says he likes that. And Stoney here, no day like today.
That's right. Yeah. You said earlier someday, who Bucket List Mob has the saying, there's 7 days a week. Someday isn't one of them.
Right there.
Yep.
You got it. Keep
Man, I
that
love
coaster
those
right
guys.
here.
Yep. Have you watched their most recent video?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. It's it's probably their second oldest video now, but it's our second newest. It's them pulling into Kansas City at Flying H. All the struggles they had on the road, all that kind of stuff, and then getting there. Right, them riding around on the golf cart with us. Us pulling up, freaking out when we saw the Winnebago. Like, it was pretty awesome.
Our secret GoPro video that we snuck in
Man,
there while we were outside.
I wish that thing hadn't beeped because they would have never known until they got home and started doing all that. So yeah, that's in there and everything like that. So pretty cool, man.
Definitely have to check that out after this then.
Yep. That's a Bucket List Mob for everybody wondering. They were on the show, or Mike Heston was on the show Wednesday night. Let's talk about that for a minute because that was what a great time. So if you guys haven't seen episode 113 of the Drag Driver Pete show, it was awesome. It was a gasser invasion.
Yeah, Dad'll tell you in the comments here. I was definitely looking up gassers. That and then on when Dad was over, we were watching some of American Graffiti even. So
Oh, cool.
that show definitely got my gears a turning. And obviously, I don't have room or money to have another car. But let me tell you, if I had money in a shop, there would be a gasser in there as well.
It's got my number. So the daughter has a '59 Hillman wagon. They're tiny. They're like they're a smidge bigger than a Mini Cooper, and I've been showing her some pictures. Like, hey, what do you think about this? Instead of down low and on some 17s, what if we like jack the front up and put it on like some 14s? She's kind of in. She likes the wild paint. She likes the bright colors those cars were. A lot of purples and greens and yellows and all that kind of stuff back then. So we'll see. I don't know. We once the cart goes away, which should be here soon, we're pulling her car in and getting all that. Yeah, 918 Motorsports. That says it. But no one has room or money. Just make it happen, Eric.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, that's awesome. dude. Yeah, a gasser would be so cool, and you can do so much with that. They don't have to be nice. They can be beat up. They can be a 4-door. They can be ratty. They can have holes in the floor. It's just got to be loud and jacked up in the front and kind of street freaky. And
Yeah.
but yeah,
Stick
you are
shift and
right.
do wheelies.
Yeah, we do have to get your Mustang going though. Let's update the people as we wind down the show here. So Eric has a twin turbo LS Fox body notch that has a plethora of parts, just waiting for time. To be honest,
Yep. Yep.
Eric
Right
was
now.
gone 3.5 weeks of June. So
Yep. And right now we're focusing on Dad's 4-door Nova. Waiting, obviously, here in the Midwest, it's either been like 110 degrees or it's been flooding. So we haven't had a chance to finish that. But all we really need to do right now is pull out the factory motor mounts, the lower motor mounts, and replace them. And then the motor is ready to drop in. For those that haven't paid attention or seen it, we are putting a 307 in there, which again, it had a straight 6 in it before. So that is already out. The 307 is put together. We just need to get in there and replace those motor mounts and drop the motor in. And obviously, we got some fuel stuff to take care of, but we're getting pretty close on that.
well, and big shout out to your dad. He's got that motor looking great, dude. It
Yeah.
looks great. Considering what you took over there, it looks way different now.
Yeah.
An intake. It's got great looking valve covers on it. Like, it's going to be really cool to see that car cruising around.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I want to say thanks to everybody that has spent time with us this morning. We appreciate everybody that's out there, and just thank you so much for being our race car friends, man. It's been awesome to continue to grow this community. If you guys have been around for a few weeks, we crossed 100,000 total followers across YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So we appreciate that. It's really growing. We're trying to push the Drag and Drive community. I can't say it enough. This is the best community that's out there. So we appreciate everybody that's a part of this family here that we call our race car friends. And thank you so much to our sponsors again. Missed the photo. Hang on. I've got the right one in the beginning, so we'll just use it for our sponsors, guys. If you're trying to do a little shopping, please hit these guys up. We would love it if we hear from them that somebody from our community ended up purchasing from them. That'd be awesome. Summit Racing, Deech Works, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Change 3D, WAF Racing, Power Tube TV, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk Classifieds. Y'all, appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon. We'll see you on Wednesday night for episode 114 of the Drag Driver Pete Show.
All right. See you guys.
Sweet.